I hate men. Yes, it's true. As firstly, we turn today to Shirahiko, who is part-time sad, and sharing this with us today. I'm wheezing, even Twitch hates you guys. Showing us that the stream title of I Hate Women is given a warning of this title may conflict with Twitch's moderation policy, but the stream title of I Hate Men receives no such warning, with Shirahiko saying Twitch says hating men is okay, but don't touch the women, adding, I just thought it was crazy funny how I wanted to call my Twitch stream I Hate Women to mock the fact that people are blowing things out of proportion again by saying all men are bad in the VTuber community, but Twitch said no. As we can also confirm, today's stream on Twitch, where this is being recorded hours before this video, is also entitled I Hate Men and is running along just fine, which allows us to very quickly turn back to Marina, who yesterday was taking action against non-VTubers using the VTuber tag, now saying VTubers together strong. Thank you to everyone who helped this hit 4,000 votes. It doesn't matter if it seems unlikely or a long shot that Twitch will reply. Taking action is where it starts. This goes beyond VTubers. This is the integrity of the entire tag system. As we are still asking for you to take 5 seconds to vote for this post in Twitch's user voice site as critical or important, and with the link below. As the most prominent non-VTuber, XQC is still using the VTuber tag and going on to say this.
Yeah, I'm a VTuber. Yeah, I'm a VTuber. What about it? If I want to be a VTuber, I'm a VTuber. Stop gatekeeping. Yo, hey, yo. This is a message to you guys, VTubers. What gives you the right? What gives you the right? So that I'm not a VTuber. I identify as a VTuber. I put it in my tags because I want to, and I think I am a VTuber. Therefore, I'm a VTuber.
Well, there we have it. XQC now identifying as a VTuber, making him the platform's #1 male VTuber. But now on a more serious note, Twitter has been very active with discussions about male VTubers, so we thought we'd try to give it a little bit of context, beginning here with Jinzi, a moon jellyfish VTuber and V-singer, who for a time was in a relationship with Migi, a crow VTuber, seen here saying, it's scary what a smile can hide. But this crow VTuber doesn't have much to hide anymore, as Jinzi has now shared their experience with Migi. As once again, the two were in a relationship together when Jinzi had noticed he had been playing games with primarily female VTubers, often instead of spending time with her. And then at a time, Jinzi had found that Migi had been involved with at least 8 other women, with Migi claiming to them that him and Jinzi were in an open relationship, but also telling these women not to contact Jinzi. The document itself goes into lots of examples of extreme manipulation, but actually ending by saying that Jinzi is still going to allow Migi to use her designs and models that she had gifted to him. And now we have the link to this document below, and Jinzi would also say, prior to posting this document, we have spoken to Migi in private and he has apologized. He has also promised to leave all victims alone from this point forward. As Jinzi would later say, it was not just the 8 of us indicated in the doc, so many people have reached out sharing their experience since this went public. We knew it would be like this, and so the doc is written in a way to inform potential victims about all the red flags to watch out for. Which now brings us to Zenith, a V artist, V singer who makes live 2D art and rigs, illustrations, designs, background music, and merch for VTubers, and who in their free time is also a cosplayer and animal rescuer, going on to share her experiences with men in the VTuber community. In her document, she would not use names, as she did not have screenshots of any of these occurrences, as they mostly had occurred during Discord calls, going on to describe instances such as banning 5 people on her Discord due to sexual misconduct, sometimes toward minors, with one of these males being banned even having been a server mod. The mod then returned with another name after having spammed I love you to someone 6 years younger than them, but was later immediately recognized during a voice call. We also have a link to this document down below, as it goes into other further details about another male demanding photos and videos from Zenith, along with loads of other manipulation. And with the document ending, guys, please, I'm begging you, hold yourselves to a higher standard and do better. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a flirty and lewd content creator, but unfortunately, many people in this community have been using it as a way to hide some really gross behavior. And a little before Zenith's tweet, we had this from Cara de Hestia, Oregon housewife VTuber, tweeting out, male VTubers, stop, and then quote retweeting, male VTubers more united united in their stand against this tweet and against the sexual harassment crisis in the VTuber community. Which brings us to Kazuma, Ace Mecha Pilot, and V-Streamer, who an hour after the Zenith tweet went to Twitter with, "In light of all this male VTuber drama, let's take some time to appreciate the male VTubers that make this community a better place. Tag a male VTuber below that you believe deserves some love and share why you appreciate them. Tag several if you'd like." Of course, intended as a positive tweet, but others had questioned not only the timing, but also the classification of trying to alert others to someone as a bad actor in the community as drama. With Kazuma later issuing regarding my tone-deaf behavior, saying the timing of my tweet was not appropriate. I agree that the focus should be on the victims who were courageous enough to talk about their experiences. Also saying, I absolutely agree that the word drama was not correct because it marginalizes what victims have to go through and simplifies it down to something that is often brushed off without being given the attention it deserves. And we also have Lucifer and Bubs, a devilish dungeon master, saying, please remember, not all male VTubers are groomers, abusive, manipulative, stalkers, creeps, liars, cheaters. Appreciate everyone regardless of their gender. Thank you. And adding later, I've been abused and assaulted by men. Doesn't mean I need to hold it against every man I meet. It also doesn't mean I'm not doing anything to stop predatory behavior. You keep people safe the best you can. It's a very large issue. I would not throw that anger and blame on someone without knowing the context on why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's inappropriate when I'm also a victim and choosing not to take it out on others who don't deserve it. Be accountable, stop the cycle. And Zenith would also add, I've been reading a lot of what's going on, and I'd like to say, please don't use my experience as a pitchfork to go and harass male VTubers. I personally don't mind that people are trying to be positive. Men, women, non-binary, let's all do better. Adding, men, I completely understand and empathize with those of you feeling helpless about the actions of other men. There's only so much you can do to tell others to stop their behavior. The rest is on them. Someone else's mistakes are not your fault. Adding, I hope people realize that attacking male VTubers and making tweets about hating men, especially with no context, is doing the opposite of helping us. As Jinzi would also add about the thread promoting male VTubers, positivity is great, but now is not the time. Again, distracts from the real issues we are trying to tackle. The community is a complete mess right now, and while your effort to bring others up is commendable, please consider timing. As on the subject of timing, here we have Miyaki saying, just a reminder that now is not the time to celebrate men. Miki had targeted some victims from when another VTuber, Itsuki Tatsuya, was called out for similar behavior. He offered his support and used that to gain the trust of vulnerable victims and re-victimize them. Oh yes, it is scary what a smile can hide. This also brings us over to Kimi, Grim Reaper VTuber, who was one of many women sharing her experiences of Migi, going on to add so many posts regarding not all male VTubers. A lot of people commenting on these posts have no idea what even happened with the amount of posts being made. All we did was out one. Didn't point the blame to everyone. Please don't drown out the voices of the people that spoke out. Yes, it's always a fun time on twitter.com when a point is attempted to be made, then the algorithm just pushes that out for other messages, sometimes leading to confusion and all around bad vibes. Here we have Boopy, Sleepy Artist Gremlin, saying, to be honest, this entire community kind of scares me as a whole. So many instances of dudes being creepy, abusive to women, and many of women being horrible to their friends, abusive even far after not being friends. I already got my fair share of both of those, and I don't want any more. How the heck do you know who to trust? This, in a way, echoed by others, such as Kaio, saying, VTubers make friends without having ulterior motives challenge impossible. Then, of course, making clear that was satire. As here we also have Akira Dolce, local barista VTuber, adding, okay, not gonna lie, every time I see a male VTuber describe themselves as flirty, big red flag. When a lot of their Twitter activity is retweeting not safe for work art, double big red flag. When replies are almost strictly to female VTubers, triple big red flag. But don't worry, boys, we have Cal keeping us in line, with the Mafia boss Demon bringing us this. Male VTubers be like, why can't I be popular like girl VTubers? Adding, my brother in Christ, your design is boring, and you silently stream Valorant. So there it is. There's the context as to what was happening with male VTubers on Twitter, and why Takahata, the VTuber bartender, had gone on to say, I was a male VTuber ironically. And yeah, speaking of other male VTubers, we have Bobby, finally back with the help of many, before simply tweeting out no, and now making this announcement, you shall be receiving my utmost wisdom coming soon on Twitch. I will see you all there. I will be live this Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, while also providing times for Saturday night for EU peasants Netherlands and an early morning time for Japan. And very, very quickly in other news, we have Mike Nico tweeting out in English, "Coming soon, surprise thanks," and then posting this silhouette. And very lastly, we'd love to talk about our own co-host, Lady, as we have so much more artwork to show off from her birthday, as one of our wonderful mods, Midori, provided this. Though I hear it's a certain android's birthday, it's great getting to help out during streams in the server and listen to all the cool live 2D stuff you tell us. I hope you have a wonderful birthday, Lady. As Nikko Mew would not only riff on Lady's stance of always eating oatmeal on her Discord status, but also brought us this comic, as numerous times on her birthday, when being told happy birthday, she would respond with, "Thanks, you too." And that is all for this episode. As always, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Unless, of course, you're a filthy man, then get out of my comments. Feel free to send news tips to our Discord. Unless it's news about men, then we don't want it. And yes, we record these episodes live on Twitch hours before. But even if you identify as a man, we don't want you there either. But for everyone, we'll have more Things VTubers Say for you soon.